Yo, real quick, everyone. This is on FSD version 14.1.1. We just got 14.1.2 that I'm probably out filming right now as you're watching this, but this is not about the tiny little details of each version. This is just Stephanie's experience, my wife's experience with FSD. So enjoy the video and look for the next upload probably later today to see the latest update and the feature that was added that Tesla's head of autopilot said everyone has been waiting for. What is going on, everybody? Chris and Stephanie here. I'll do a quick little intro for us and then we'll switch over to Stephanie. This is mostly her video talking about her experience with version 14 in general. You can see we're on the dirt roads right now and she's using it. A little bit of background if you're not familiar, my wife Stephanie used to be absolutely terrified of FSD. Pre version 12 days, she wouldn't even use it, and when I was driving, she'd close her eyes or beg me to turn it off, and it's kind of transformed into her actually enjoying FSD and using it, as you can see here for the most part, no hands on a right turn even. I still kind of can't believe that you've gotten to this level, using it on the dirt roads and all of that. So we're going to go through downtown here, just do a little driving. It's not the craziest scenario, but it's just to kind of hear her experiences, the good and the bad that she's had so far with FSD. And we only have the one mic, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do here, but I'll hold it or I might clip it on her. So take it away. What do you want to do? Well, I'll tell them. First thing, we're going to the post office because I actually need to go there. So we're letting it take us there. We'll do a couple more stops as Stephanie shares her experience. I can hold it. It's fine.
Okay. Version 14 is here. Finally. It's just so exciting that you can wake up to a brand new car, basically, is what it feels like. I've really been enjoying it. It's not as big of a step up as version 12 to version 13 was, in terms of the difference, but it's just getting better and better. It's more and more confident, a little more assertive than version 13, and that was the big thing was version 13 compared to version 12. Version 13, it was whoa, this thing is crazy confident now. So version 14 just takes that to a whole new level. The biggest thing is probably the parking, the reversing. So what's funny is when you're in a parking lot and you're getting ready to leave the parking lot and you put the car in reverse, you're looking around you, making sure that there's no cars coming, making sure that there's no pedestrians around. You're looking at the screen, checking your cameras, right? And when you let the car reverse out of the parking spot for you, you push that button and it's it goes. And it's scary at first, but you're wait a minute. It's doing all of those things that I do, but just instantaneously. It knows there's no cars or pedestrians, that's why it's going. And if a car does start to come or a pedestrian does enter the scene, it stops immediately. So it's just crazy how fast it works.
Yeah, I totally agree. What about this right now on this road?
Okay, we're going 58, well it says it's 55 miles per hour. So, okay, if it's 55 miles an hour and we're going 57, 58 in chill mode, I mean, that's what I would expect. Okay.
Whoa, let's go.
I would want to stop here.
Oh, come on, try to let it play out. This is crazy. Why is he on the wrong side of the road?
Because he's turning up here?
No, he's... Oh, okay. That was weird. Good job. I think normally she would have taken over there, but for you guys, she let it play out.
I was I know that the car is going to stop, but I wanted that car, the garbage truck, to know way in advance that I was gonna slow down for it, whereas the car doesn't have the same etiquette, I guess. But yeah, in terms of not having speed control, I thought that it was going to be really hard to lose that cap speed on just main roads, these 2-lane roads and even divided highway. It's not really been an issue. I think that it's pretty much the same, in terms of how fast it goes on hurry, standard, chill is pretty much the same. Where I noticed the issue, and this was 14.1, so it wasn't .1.1. I don't know if they've changed anything, but it was going really, really fast on the expressway, 77 and a 60. That's on that was standard mode. Standard mode, it was doing that. Chill mode, it would barely drop down, but hardly at all. But sloth mode saves the day. So if you need to cap your speed, just switch to sloth mode. It'll instantly go down to the speed limit, and it like stays on the speed limit. It really doesn't waver from that number. So like when you're going through a downtown area, it doesn't like 25-mile-an-hour speed limits. It doesn't want to drop down. Like up here, it's going to drop to 35. I predict it's going to take its sweet time doing that. You've got to put it in sloth mode, and then it'll be really careful like in those areas with those speed limits.
So you've been enjoying sloth mode more than version 13's like speed cap implementation?
I don't know if I'd say I'm enjoying it more. It's more just like a tool I use to get to the speed that I want.
What would you rather have, speed cap or the current setup?
Probably speed cap would be easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah, it's about to drop to 35. So we'll see how it drops here. I just can't believe how quiet the car is now when we're not like blasting through all those potholes on the dirt roads.
Yeah.
So it actually is slowing down.
It is. A little bit. But like now it's going back up.
Yeah.
So like if there's a cop sitting up there.
Yeah, they're always sitting right
Yeah.
here.
So now I'm in sloth mode, and you see it instantly goes down. Like, oh, speed limit's 35. Let's go to 35. It's funny that they call that sloth mode. I feel like that's just like normal, like I'm following the law mode. But so yeah, if you want to introduce somebody to full self-driving who is like nervous or hesitant about it, like your wife, put her in sloth mode. Like for her first time.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
So how about the taking off when you leave the house?
Yes. Well, and that was with version 13 as well. But again, it's just like a little bit crisper, like with version 14. It's really nice just to be sitting in the garage and just press like start full self-driving, and it just leaves the driveway. It just gives me like a few minutes to do like all my last minute things, like, okay, the kids are good, I've got everything I need. It just like frees up that brain space for a minute, if that makes sense. Because leaving the house, like when you're a busy mom, like it's kind of crazy. You're like going through the checklist in your mind of, did I remember all of these things, and getting everything ready for the kids. And it's like really relaxing to just like let it take you out of the driveway and go.
So have there been any scary moments or things that you really don't like, or really bad things?
Bad things would be like it missed 2 very critical exits on the expressway for me. Again, that was 14.1. So I had to take over. I waited till the very last minute. I was like, you're not gonna do this. That's crazy. Like the navigation showed it and everything. So that was like, that never had happened before. Like if anything, the navigation has like been so much better than us.
Yeah.
So it was weird that it didn't do that. That left turn that you posted about.
Yeah.
There's an area where we have a divided highway. You have to do a Michigan left. So you have to like turn right, do a turnaround, and turn left. You can't actually turn left at the intersection. There are about 15 signs that say, no turns, no turns, no turns. And the car and the nav are like, oh, we're turning left here. Left blinker. It waits and it wants to turn left at that divided highway illegally. That's, if it could read signs and change its mind.
Yeah.
But that's really it. I mean, gosh, this thing is like polishing off. It's really, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, we're about to... you didn't take over yet, right? We left the house. You took over to make the left turn because we wanted to take a different way to get to the pavement sooner.
Right.
But other than that, did you take over for... Wow, that was good for that guy. Did you take over for the car on the other side of the road, on the dirt road? I think you did.
Yes.
Okay, so, yeah, tell him about that.
Okay, so dirt roads have been a lot better. Like, there's a noticeable difference, version 14 from 13. It drives a little bit more in the middle of the road, which is like proper dirt road etiquette. You don't want to drive all the way to the right. That's like a recipe for disaster for your tires, basically, like, because any debris is going to be gathered there. And then when a car is coming, you would move over to the right. And it does, but it just does it a little slower than I would like. So just gonna awkwardly park next to this guy, but that's fine.
Yeah, I noticed that. I like, if there's spaces, I'm not gonna park next to other people, and it tends to kind of do that. So,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna run this stuff in. I'll be right back.
So yeah, dirt roads are better in terms of the car seems to know to drive more towards the middle of the road when there's no other traffic. But it still takes a little too long to move over to the right when there is a car coming. Again, it's just like something, you know, when you drive on a dirt road and you see another car coming, to be courteous, you pretty quickly move to the right just to show them like, hey, I see you, I see that you're coming, and I'm moving over and making room for you. And the car's like, well, I know I'm going to move over, but it waits until it actually needs to move over. And that could make other cars coming by a little nervous. Like, do you see me? Are you going to get over for me?
Okay, so we're going to keep going here. We just picked another destination. We'll do a roundabout.
Look at it go. Like, this is still sloth mode, but it can see. Okay, guys, we're at a point now where the human brain just, like, cannot compete with this. It just can't. Like...
So what about what it just did made you say that?
Just the way that it can check for safety, like making sure that there's no cars, no people around. There's cameras all over this car. It's constantly searching and looking for things. And I mean, Tesla says that the whole purpose behind this software is safety. So that, like, every decision it makes, safety is at the forefront. And then second to that would be getting you to your destination in, a reasonable manner. But it's just like the way that it thinks, you can see, like, the way it makes decisions and, like, moves around things. It just does it so much faster than my brain does now. Like, it's just crazy because I'm like, why are you doing that? Oh, that's why.
And that is something you're noticing with version 14 versus previous versions?
A little bit with version 13 as well. That was like when we really started to see it, but version 14 is like even faster at making those calculations. It's like having a whole, like, upgraded computer in this car. That's what it feels like, but nothing's changed.
Have you watched any of my videos?
No. Why are you saying the same things?
Yeah, no, I didn't think so. I just wanted to make sure. Wow, that was good. I just wanted to make sure you weren't influenced by me at all. I'm getting that more for them, that they know that you didn't just hear me saying all this stuff and now you're saying it.
No.
This is your real experience from using it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm a little more dramatic than you, even in the terms of how fast it's thinking and doing things. It seems to, again, this is your video, but for me, it just seems to, like, see and react to everything so fast. Whereas in version 13, it reacted. So, like, think about this. When we're together and I'm driving and there's, like, a weird thing ahead, you pretty much were always like, oh, I would just take over here, when I would let it play out, because I know the car's going to do it, but it responds a little late. Like, it maybe brakes a little late, or it moves over a little late for a pedestrian or whatever it is. Whereas now in version 14, I find that it reacts to stuff far away, or if it pops out, like, instantly, to the point where I don't need to wait and be like, I know you're going to do the right thing, but it's kind of weird. It just does the right thing, like, right away.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's crazy.
I thought you told me something that you let it do that you wouldn't normally recently. Do you remember what I'm talking about? It was moving over for, like, a person on the dirt road or something.
Oh, no, on the pavement. So, we don't usually get, like, a lot of pedestrians or bikers on those little 2-lane, like, roads. The speed limit is fast. It's like 50 miles an hour, and I don't know, you just don't see it. Well, there was a day where there was a pedestrian, and then a little further up there was a biker, and I don't know, I don't mess around when it comes to people, and if I'm at all like, oh, the car is not going to do this quickly enough where I can make sure this person knows, yes, I see you, I take over just to be, like, extra courteous to that person. The car now on version 14, when I encountered those scenarios, it moved so far to the left, there was no oncoming traffic. It moved so far to the left for them, slowed down, like, way early enough that they knew, like, it was very clear. It was exactly what I would have done.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, I totally agree. In the, like, version 13 and stuff, it moves over for people or slows down for bikes or whatever it has to do, but it just waits forever. It gets really close to them. And for us sitting here, we know it's not dangerous because it's going to, or will take over. But for the other person, it's scary or rude to get that close to them before you react. And now I feel like that's all gone.
Yes.
For sure. Okay, then, so what about this drive so far? Like, how do you feel?
I forgot that I'm not really focused on, like, the traffic and what's happening because it's just, it's so good.
Yeah. So you're looking around. If something crazy happened, you're there.
Yeah, like, my eyes are up and I'm observing, but, like, it's not, I'm able to have a conversation with you and talk right now. I'm not having to pause to like think. Like, oh, I've got to turn here. Oh, I've got to do this.
Yeah, that's true, because in the older versions, we couldn't even do this video because I remember trying to ask you questions and you just couldn't respond.
Did it reroute again?
Yeah, so it's messing this up. I took it to this destination because it took me to the wrong spot last time, and it's so weird because when I first put it in, it had the correct parking lot, and now it's going to the wrong parking lot again. It doesn't matter that much. It's some weird nav thing, but that's why I put that in there. So there's a roundabout. There's a police officer also, which we don't have to worry about.
Right, because we're in sloth mode.
But so anyway, in older versions, we couldn't even do this because I'd try to talk to you and ask you questions. You'd be like, hold on. It's about to do a turn in like 3 minutes. I need to concentrate here. And now you can actually like go back and forth with me. We're like just chilling here doing this.
Yeah, it's awesome. I have a lot on my mind right now about this. What is it doing?
It's gonna find a parking spot.
But it just passed a bunch.
Yeah.
It's like
So
we
what do
gotta
you think?
find a good parking spot. See, look, it's like I'm gonna put you up at the front where these people are talking and just. There we go.
Well, it's gonna back in.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Like why? What makes it decide?
I don't know.
Cool. I'll take it though.
Do you like? Is this a good spot? And as it goes through this, is it a good park job?
Well, let me see. Yeah, it's a great park job. I mean, look at it. And it's parked, put me right up at the front of the building. I need to put my sunglasses on now or put this down.
Well, I love it because it is parked like on the edge, and look, it's closer to the curb than the line. And maybe that's just a mistake, or maybe it's random. Maybe it doesn't happen every time. But this specific park job right here, I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because you want to be farther away from the other cars.
Yeah.
It's very cool. All right, go ahead and hit the button whenever you're ready. We gotta get going here soon because it's almost time to get kids from school and stuff. But so, and what are kind of your final thoughts of, FSD in general? Because again, you used to not like it, not even use it, and now you've moved to like using it all the time. And
That was a little abrupt.
yeah, that's FSD. 14 definitely does that. It brakes when it doesn't really need to. Like it could have just stayed going slow instead of hitting the brakes. So thoughts in general on FSD, especially like the progress from like a few years ago to now, and how much you use it and how much you like want to be using it.
Okay, a few years ago to now, it's insane the progress. I mean, and like I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. I mean, again just like Tesla AI, like they're amazing. Like this is crazy. So yeah, like Chris said, I would never use it, or I would use just standard autopilot on like an expressway, and that was it until like version 12. And now it's like I just wouldn't want a car without it. Truly.
Yeah, actually, I remember like it was like maybe a year ago or maybe even 2 years ago at this point when we were looking at the R1S, and I was like, what do you think of that? Like, I didn't think we were actually going to get it, but I thought you might like it, just the shape of it and the size of it and everything.
It's a cool car.
Yeah, and you were like, no, it doesn't have FSD.
Yeah.
So
That
I couldn't believe it.
Well, and when the new Y came out, and remember there were those like not great pictures of it leaked or whatever, and people were like, I don't know how I feel about the way this looks.
Yes.
And then so that's when I was like, guys, do we really care that much? I mean, yeah, you want your car to look cool and whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm picking the car that has FSD.
Right.
Like,
so then outside of the videos, because like obviously we're making a video, you're using FSD for all of it. I don't think you've taken over at all or done anything. Outside of the videos, is this also what you're doing, or are you more doing this for the video?
this is normally what I would be doing. The only times that I disengage frequently is at like if we're at a red light, see, it saw that light was turning yellow before I did. The only reason I knew, because of that huge truck, is because of that blinking hand was going down to 0, like the pedestrian walk, so I knew that it must be turning yellow soon.
That's funny.
Honestly, like right turns at a red light or a stop sign, because it has to do the complete stop first and then creep forward after that, whereas like most people, they just creep forward immediately and stop like up ahead where they can see and then turn. So that's where I take over the most, is the situation like that, just because sometimes it confuses the people around me a little, which it's not going to hurt anybody. Like, they could just deal with it. Like, oh, I'm making a complete stop here, and then I'm going to creep up and turn. And four-way stops, sometimes I'll disengage because, yeah, it makes that full complete stop, which, again, that's legal. That's what everybody should be doing, but it sometimes confuses people.
Yeah, the stop signs can still be a little brutal because of, and it still like takes sometimes, not always with version 14, but it still sometimes takes a little time to actually get to 0. So it goes really slow, 0, and then starts going. And the takeoff can be really quick after hitting 0, but just the whole sequence put together is just a little too long sometimes. And I don't blame Tesla. They kind of were forced to do it that way, but it doesn't mean it doesn't suck.
Right. Well, and too, like, it slows down to that stop because on the other end, you would have people complaining, like, yeah, every time I come to a four-way stop, the car just, like, you know, so it's trying to be gentle so that you're still comfortable, so it's not just, like, abruptly gonna stop.
So you have this three-way stop, so let's see. There's really nobody.
There's no one around, so, like, I would just, like, normally if I wasn't recording, I would just let it do its thing because there's nobody here. But if there were people around and I could see like them moving a little, like, wait, is she gonna go? It's her turn, but she's not going. You can like see it in their faces, or like the confusion on their face, like, why are you still stopped? It's like, I'm following the law.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, thanks. You'll see me and maybe Stephanie in the next video.
Woo.